Hello everybody, Dren608. Back with another in the Dren608 Plays series. I'm playing Pathfinder Kingmaker. If you like what you see, hit the thumbs up button. If you really like what you see, go ahead and subscribe and hit the notify button. You'll be notified when I upload new videos and or schedule streams. We had just gotten done going to the abandoned hut here. So next up is, I think, in Lindsay's journal, it's telling us that we need to go to... Well, we've got Tuskcutter there. We've got to deal with these guys. And in the Stolen Land... Ancient Temple of the Elk. So we've got lots of things to do. 71 days to do it in, so we're running out of time here. It's constant resting because Lindsay is very lightweight. I guess I have to go around the river. It doesn't seem to want to let me go across, unless I go all the way back to the Thorn Ford. So maybe go around the river. See how that works. We'll fight him. Not sure what I'm fighting here. It's bandits. Okay. I start by shooting that bandit and see where the rest of them are.
Solid plan. Who will my veils exceed?
Okay, we took down that one. Where are the rest? Where are the rest of the bandits? What is this? So everybody's flat-footed except Lindsay. But I don't see any other guys to shoot. I don't know what to do. I guess she does nothing. I guess I'll just have her sing. Val can't do much of anything. Maybe she can spot some people? I mean, I don't know where to go. I'm gonna have him go ahead and throw one of his blesses. And just move up here. I don't know where to go. I know where the enemy is. It's a Thale. Miri will go up by Val. Again, Lindsay has nowhere to go. Just go stand in the middle. Val. Ah, finally we found some people. Unfortunately, I can't charge anymore. Bowman and a Bowman. Okay. Well, she might as well just move right up on top of the Bowman. There's Bowman up there. I don't want to get in Amiri's way. Move over here, and then I'll go up here. I'm going to shoot the guy. And shoot a bandit. Oh, took care of that one. My goodness. To Thale. Is there somebody coming in behind us? I don't know where everybody is. Oh, Miri can't get there.
Serves you right.
Alright, Val.
Strike is one.
care of him. Doesn't look like anybody took any damage. Alright, what's this gun got? I think I'm at heavy. Got too much stuff. Just barely at heavy. Leather armor. Lots of leather armor. Maybe drop one of these shields. Yeah. Actually, a shield's worth more than leather armor. Drop a couple of those just in case. Alright, let's get the... We're gonna take the shield. It's worth more than the leather armor. And we'll leave another leather armor behind. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's keep on our way. I was hoping to get a little more experience points out of that. Let's go down the road here. Okay, we want to go this way because that's the Temple of the Elk. That's where we want to go. Right? Yeah, let's go in here. See what's in here. At least if I have to drop stuff, I can drop stuff here. Okay. Nothing to be gotten right away. Ooh. There she is. On their trail, the ritual is held here, but be careful, there are dangerous beasts ahead. Oh, wonderful. Dangerous beasts. Just what I need. Guards of this place and tokens of the druid's evil magic. Please be careful. Yeah. I'm always careful. Yeah, go away. Primal giant frog. What the heck is a primal giant frog? It's got 15 hit points. Probably does blur permanent. Okay, so it's going to be harder to hit. Okay. I wonder if there's more. I can use one of my blesses from my ring.
Our duty calls.
Because I really want them to come to me, right? So I'm just going to go ahead and
Counts on
shoot.
me. Attack!
To victory!
I got a third of its hit points down. Oh my goodness, there's 3 of them. Well, he doesn't really have a lot to do other than just kind of move up off to the side. Keep us from getting flanked. Where the rest of them are. Miri is kind of in the same boat. She can't really... Well, I could rage her up and... Nope, I can't charge. Okay, so... Since I can't charge, I'm not going to rage up. I'm just going to move... to here. Same thing with Jethale. She's just going to move... into a position where they can go get these things. Val charge this thing? No. So we can't charge through the gates, it looks like. So Val just kind of move up. Let's have Lindsay. Just shoot it.
You deserved it.
And miss. There they are. That's what I was looking for. So Harim. And then attack it.
Repent.
Miri. Attack. Take it down. Jathael will move up. I guess she can move up around. Maybe she can get a flanking attack. If she goes around like this. I don't know, I'm worried about something coming through here, so I think I'm going to leave Jathael over here. Okay, I'm going to shoot that.
Solid plan.
Miss. Swing.
Do not falter.
Miss. There's another one. Ah, it is going to come through there. Okay. She's going to try and get started on that one. Oh, she critical hit it for 12. All right, Harim.
Your life ebbs
Hit it.
low.
Amiri took care of it. Jathael
Unworthy.
missed.
Forwards.
I took care of it. Okay. Oh, and they just disappear. Can't even loot them. Can't even loot them. Is there anything up here in the forest?
I'll go ahead.
I don't see anything even out here in the forest that I can loot. I mean, that looks like that might be something, but I can't go there. Okay, so I guess I can't go that way. Before I cross over that threshold, I'm trying to see if
I've
there's...
spotted
Aha.
something.
So there is something out here. Okay, some kind of token again. Alright, let's get ourselves lined up going in here. What do we got? What's that say? Muddy water gives off a strange nauseating smell and emits the tattered fog. Okay, so. Okay. What am I? Ooh. A Primal Ferocious for 38 hit points. Oh my goodness. 38 freaking hit points? Sir, I think we're going to be raging with Amiri and fighting defensively with Val, don't you think?
Give the order.
Let's do that. I'm going to use up your bless. I guess we use one of mine, because his lasts longer.
Fail.
Why is my panda not out? And I guess we're going to move up. Oh, no, no, no. Not me. Not me by myself. Not me by myself. No, not a good idea. Let's move up. Let's see if we can get the wolf to attack us. Oh, there's two of them. There's at least two of them. Kind of want to face off this way. There's three of them. There's three of these things. That's 90-some hit points I've got to take down. Oh my god. My god. I don't have 90 hit points, do I?
Oh, sorry. Was lost in thought.
Well, this could do a lot of damage to one of them. Right? Maybe.
We will prevail.
Only did 9 points of damage. Oh, I think we're going to lose this. We may be going back and starting our march over again. Jathael, I think I'm going to have to put your protection judgment on. Right? Because I can't do a lot. So all I'm allowed to do is move, so that's bad. These things are going to attack the heck out of us. Oh, but they are flat-footed right now, so we can move up to be able to charge next turn, see if we can get a bunch done. Same thing with Val. Just move her up. And trying to get this lined up right. Want Val to be next to Jathale. Lindsay, sing, 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 sing. And then move over here. Harim. I guess just move up here closer. You can cast your heals if we need them. And then Amiri. Again, just line up the fighters. Hit a Harim for 7. Jathale would get whacked there, so maybe just have him take down the one that faces this.
Things.
What'd she do? She did 12. Okay. Turn that off.
Onward.
She did 11. Turn that back on. Because another wolf's coming.
Ouch!
What happened? Oh, it tripped him. Okay, so,
Aim carefully.
did 10 to the wolf. Lindsay
This is where I step in.
was 5.
Could be worse.
Jiminy
And
Christmas!
will be. Definitely will be.
Well, I don't dare stand up. Because if I stand up, all 3 of them attack me. What the hell? Why did they target him? Rage up, Miri. What's the next one to attack? This one? Rage up and kill that one. Oh, come on!
Lost.
It's dead. That's fucking ridiculous.
Despicable. Stay behind me.
Attack!
Serves you right.
Tear them apart!
Advance. Let us strike as one.
A solid plan.
You deserved it.
They go down!
Unworthy.
Jeez, Pete. And they disappear, so I don't get anything out of them. But look at that, everybody got leveled up. All right, Harim, time to go get some consumables. You're going to be drinking a fair amount of our consumables. We're going to have to go back and get consumables. Alright, so he's close to full hit points. Alright, well, hey, what time would we have in here? We're 20 minutes in and we just went up a level. I think I really need to level up because, wow, those were nasty. And that was only the second set of monsters. What else are we going to run into? So we're going to just start leveling up. Harim, become a 4th level cleric, please. I don't think he gets a lot. Oh, he does get a point in a stat. Do I want to work on getting his dex up to at least a 10 in the long run? Or do I want to just, like, go berserk on his wisdom? Oh, man, I don't know what to do. Wisdom is a lot of lore, nature, religion, and his perception. But this dex, I think, is really killing me because it's -1. So I think we're going to start working on his dex. Only 2 skill points. His intelligence isn't that great either, so he's not getting great pluses there. He's never going to be these things. Athletics he'd be okay in, but I mean, it's not worth the point, I don't think. Maybe just work on his religion and his perception. Just keep him up at the top there of those things. Okay. That's it. No new abilities. He can cast 5 first and 4 second level spells in the future. So that could make a difference then. I really wish they'd stay on the characters so I could just do them everybody. Val, definitely going up as a fighter because you're going to get an extra combat feat. She gets 1 point. Oh boy. I'd love to make her intelligence a 10 so that she doesn't have the minus. I think I gotta get rid of the minuses first. Although, taking up her charisma, in the long run, you want her charisma to go up to... So I've got 3 here that I really want to all... 4 odd numbers. Why did they do that? Why did you give me 4 odd numbers and make my life so difficult? Khan would give her more hit points. Charisma would help her. If I remember right, she can become the regent, and you need charisma to be the regent. Wisdom's never going to go up any higher than that unless I get something on her. Intelligence would get rid of her -1 on intelligence. Dex would... She can't really get the extra bonus out of the Dex because of her... the fact that she's always wearing ridiculously heavy armor and a shield. +1 Dex is probably the best she's going to be able to use in most of her armor, at least until much later. Oh, man. Logic says get rid of the -1 in intelligence. Oh. But this would give her so much more. Well, then I could actually give her a point to magic device, and she might actually be... she's never going to be good at that. But it would help her persuasion, right? And if we're going to use... If we take one of those feats that's intimidation... God, I don't know. Do you use your charisma for that intimidation? So I know it's like you don't get another point until you're like 8th level or something. So it's going to be a very long time. So this placing of this 1 point is like really important for her. Because she's my premier fighter. I mean, she's basically my frontline fighter. So to give her more hit points? Or do I set her up to help me run the kingdom? Don't know what to do with Amiri when this is going to come up with Amiri too. Well, she doesn't do a lot of those checks anyway. Oh, dang. I mean, knee-jerk reaction is get rid of the minuses. She could make her dex better, but that won't really help. This would give her more hit points. Give her an extra hit point per level. This would help her with persuasion, use magic device, and also in helping running the kingdom. It's probably the wrong thing to do. I'm going to go there. 3 points, so yeah, we're going to go ahead and... 3 points, huh? Well, since I didn't give her any extras here, let's get her... Three points, huh? Religion's not worth it. Let's go with her primary abilities. So up her athletics and up her lore nature. See, they don't help because she's in heavy armor, so all these things get minuses, don't they? Alright, so next up she gets a bonus combat feat. Now this is where I was thinking, I'm thinking when I get to 5th level we're going to take that side-by-side thing. Weapon specialization. Should get extra damage if I went Bastard Sword. This Precise Strike is what I really want to get to, with her and Amiri and Thale all getting that. Improved initiative would let her go faster in the initiative order. Blind Fight would help us with those invisible centipedes when they show up. What's Dazzling Display say? In the weapon in which you have weapon focus, you can perform a building show of prowess as a full round action. Make a persuasion intimidation check to demoralize all foes within 30 feet who can see your display. So you could make your foes not be so good. Combat reflexes helps us. Dexterity bonus, only one extra. So that could let her be able to move into things. You know, I really like that too. +2 on all damage rolls for the selected weapon. So she could be really good with a Bastard Sword. But I don't know. Missed because of concealment. I was missing because of concealment earlier with these things. They seem to have a constant thing. I think I'm going to let her take Blind Fight, so maybe she doesn't miss quite as often. I don't know. I'm probably doing this all wrong. That's what we'll do. We'll take Blind Fight. So she's up to 52 hit points. Hopefully that'll make her stand up longer. Amiri, she's just going to go up as a barbarian because I like barbarians. She gets another rage power. Okay. Now she can add 1 to her bonuses. The only thing that she has that's odd is her dex. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and make her dex be a +2 because I plan on putting her in armor where she can get that dex added to it, hopefully. She's got 4 points over here. And we've been talking about the whole persuasion thing that she needs to keep her check on. Definitely want to keep her athletics and mobility up. Maybe raise her nature. It's going to be a while before I get another point. So the question is, do I make her lore nature better so she might be able to do some hunting? Or do I just drop a point in trickery just so she has the ability to try and undo things? Camouflage. I guess we go with lore nature, try and get her to be an extra hunter or something in our camping. Okay, she gets a rage power. And again, people have talked about going down the whole thing here. I have Swiftfoot. What's renewed vigor do? Barbarian heals 1d8 points of damage plus Constitution modifier for every 4 levels. That's from the 4th. Increases by 1d8. Ability can be used only once per day. Barbarian must be at least 4th level to select this. So I could get some. Yeah, it's my timer telling me time to put in a cut, but we're gonna finish leveling up. Renewed Vigor would let me heal myself 1d8 and more as I go up in levels. Deadly Accuracy. Lethal Stance. They apply double the Lethal Stance bonus when rolling to confirm the critical. It must have Lethal Stance Rage Power and be at least 4th level. What's Lethal Stance do? 1 for every 4 levels. So now she's +2 to attack with. And in her Deadly Accuracy, when she has a better chance of critting, she'll have a +4 to confirm a critical. I do like the idea of Amiri being able to heal herself. Because we just saw Irene just go down like a sack of bricks. The fact that Amiri might be able to, you know, heal herself as she goes along. 4 levels. So it's a d8 plus 2 because her constitution is a 16. So maybe it's a +3. So that'd be 4 to 11 that she could heal. Only once per day. That could help. What's Swift Foot? 10 foot to their speed. It's effect stack, so she could move even faster. Oh my. That's an interesting choice too. See, I'll get another rage power here. And I'll get another rage power here. I'm trying to look at what I'm going to be able to take here. Deadly Accuracy, Renewed Vigor, and Swift Foot are all interesting. I think right now at lower level it's either Renewed Vigor or Move Me Faster. It's one of these two. I think maybe I'm going to Move Me Faster. And then the next one up I'll get Renewed Vigor. And then the one after that will maybe go off to something else. Because once you go up levels, you also get more choices. But the idea of me just being able to heal myself once a day. Wow, that's a toughie. I really like Renewed Vigor, but I do have a cleric. Moves. Yeah, we're gonna go with Renewed Vigor. I want Amiri to be able to heal herself if she's not close to a cleric or whatever, at least once a day. Alright, so we go to next, that's all we get. We're up to 53 hit points, so her and Val have got lots of hit points. Which is, I think, we need. Okay, let's go to Jethale. Like I said, I'm just going up in their straight levels. I'm not trying to figure out how to splash them. What's this say? Oh, so I can use those judgment thingies twice, like my protection, and then so I can use it 2 times. Okay, that's cool. What else did I get? Whenever you and an ally who has this feat. So if I get some other people with Precise Strike, that's the one I'm going to take when they go up to 4th level, when both Val and Amiri get abilities. I'm going to have them both take Precise Strike, and then Jethale will have it, and that'll be 3 of us that have Precise Strike bouncing around. We get adjacent to enemies, we can beat the crap out of people. Bane weapon, +2 better. Okay. That's going to be nice when I make 5th. Yeah, okay, well, that's all I get out of there. She gets to add 1 point to a score. I have no idea what's best. She's been using two-handed weapons. Maybe start working on her strength? Or do we want to get her armor class better and work on her dex? Or intelligence? Let's see, her wisdom is doing wonders for her lore stuff. Her intelligence is not bad for her knowledge arcanias. Constitution doesn't... Her constitution is... She's weird because... I don't think she gets pluses for anything, and I don't think she even has to make contacts. She always makes them. Dexterity would help her mobility, trickery, and stealth. And of course, strength helps athletics, but it also helps her weapons, and she's using heavy-duty melee weapons here. Right? So just work on making her a really strong undead elf? I really don't know. I don't know what her storyline's going to be. Yeah, I guess we'll work on her strength for the next 2 levels. 5 points. Wow. 5 points. Well, we want her to be able to use magic devices. Again, perception is important. I mean, she can just basically, you know, she can just choose what she wants to become, because they're all, they're all class thing. It's an interesting thing. I wonder if that's what the Inquisitor is that they just get to choose what kind of class stuff they want. Well, it doesn't hurt to have an extra person with trickery. Or should I work on some of my lore stuff? Let's see, what's Arcania? Since he's currently a plus, I'm best at that right now. Knowledge World. So I can get up there. Guess we'll go with Knowledge World. Intelligence is not the greatest. Wisdom is better. So maybe we'll just go down this route. Alright, that's what we'll do with Jathael. Next time we get a bunch, I think I'll do it up here in the stat lines. Athletics and mobility and trickery and stuff. Just always dropping 1 and use magic devices. She gets better and better at it as we go. Okay. Oh, she gets 2nd level spells. I get 2 of them. Bone Shaker was nice. Delay poison. That's only 1 person, right? 1 friendly catcher. Effortless armor. Armor you wear no longer reduces your speed. You also reduce the armor's check penalty by 1 + 1 per 5 caster levels, and it lasts for 1 minute per level. Ooh, effortless armor. That's interesting. Oh, this is, she's the only one that can heal herself, so she's got to take that one, right? That's got to be one of the ones that she takes. Ooh, invisibility. She could take restoration too, but I don't think so. This is 1 friendly creature. Protection from alignment. He's doing that. She's got See Invisible, 10 minutes per level. That's interesting. She could go invisible herself, 1 minute per level. So plus 20 bonus on her. Is that... Ooh, 1 friendly creature. So she could, like, hit me for invisibility, and then I could creep around with my high stealth in leather armor or something. Wow, this is... Problem is, she only gets, she only gets to pick a couple. And I want ones that are going to help us. Got one that's going to help her. I mean, I could take a second one that would help her. That would not slow her down. She'd be moving at her full movement rate. Resist energy is only 1 creature. Restoration lesser. Don't you need something to cast this spell? I think you need something to cast that spell. I could See Invisible. See any objects or beings that are invisible within your range of vision. So, invisible guy tries to move up on me, I can see him. Or I could try to become invisible and muck with people. Well, she's an inquisitor and she's hunting down things. I don't think she wants to sneak in on people. She wants to see people sneaking on her, right? What takes it? That kind of fits the storyline, at least in my brain. And she's got something that makes her move faster, something that helps the party, something that helps her, and then of course her healing. So, yeah, that's what we'll do. She's got an extra judgment that she can use. She's +6 on her melee attacks to attack. Really great, will not the greatest reflex, but I think that's because of her armor. I need to get her some better armor. Maybe I put her in the chain shirt. Have me run around in leather or studded leather or something. And she gets 4 firsts and 2 seconds. Okay. Lindsay.
Just letting the ink dry.
She's straightforward as a bard. Forward we go. I don't think she gets anything here. Does she? She gets ability scores. Lindsay. Everything's even except the strength. I'm going to work on her strength. I know I probably should work on something else, but I'm going to work on her strength simply because with her in the party, we carry a lot less. So getting her strength up is important. 5 points. Okay, we always take 1 in trickery. We always take 1 in magic device. Now the other 3 we get to spread around. I really think she needs to up her maybe Arcanian World? Right? Nature, religion, persuasion. She's not too bad off on persuasion right now. I don't ever see her doing a lot of athletics or mobility things. Right? Well, combat maneuvers help her against stealth, maybe. She's gonna sneak around. She sings, she doesn't sneak. So these 3 points need to go in like important things. Her wisdom is a +0, but her intelligence is a +2. And her dexterity is a +3. So dexterity stuff and intelligence stuff. Her charisma is a +3 too. All right. So we'll go here, and perception or one of these. I think we'll go with a perception. She could go with her persuasion. I think we'll go with perception. Try and get everybody up halfway decent perception pluses. She's +4 fortitude, +8 reflex, and +5 will, so not too bad there. Oh, she gets 2nd level spells. Oh, everybody's getting 2nd level spells. Alright, she gets to pick 2. What's this delay poison? It's only 1 person. She can do the invisibility, scare, sound burst. All creatures within a 10-foot close range. Fortitude negates the stun. 1d8 points of damage. Stun for 1 round. I don't think that really. I could summon monster. What's this monster? 1d3. A wolf or 1d3 dogs. Hold person. Will negates. Finest call. 1 creature. Could up somebody's dex. I'm not interested in that. Could take a cure, so I have an extra cure when Harim falls down. Oh, glitter dust. Covered by the dust takes a -40 penalty on stealth checks, so you're not going to hide real well. Will negates the blinding only. So you'll be able to see things that are trying to run away. Heroism is one person, +2 morale bonus on attack rolls, saves, and skill checks, okay? Old person. All enemies within a 30-foot burst, centered on target creature within medium range. 1 round per level or 1 round. Targeted living creature at less than 6 hit dice become frightened. If a creature succeeds at a will save, it is instead shaken for 1 round. Creatures with 6 more hit die are immune to this effect. So big nasty monsters aren't going to be afraid of me. But I could scare the minions. It's always nice to have an extra critter around to take on hits, right? Old person, just a basic will save. I don't know. Well, sound burst. I like scare. Because for lesser critters, it kind of just... all enemies too, so even if my people are there, I can do that. I guess I'm going to take a scare. Mirror image makes it harder for people to hit me. Summon monster puts another critter on the field. Guess we'll go with summon monster. Okay, she's got cure light, your peace and screen, his laughter increase. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. Probably completely wrong, but that's what we're gonna do. And then for me, the main character, I'll go up as a ranger. Oh, I get my lightning thingy. Wind Treader at 4th level, I can wreathe my weapon in lightning as a standard action. And grant a single weapon I hold the shock ability for 1 minute. While under this effect, the weapon counts as magic for the purpose of overcoming damage reduction. A Stormwalker can use this ability a number of times equal to 3 plus his wisdom modifier. Whatever my wisdom modifier is. My wisdom modifier is 2, so I can do it 5 times a day right now. I have everything in even numbers. I do have a point, so I'm just going to go ahead and put it in my strength because the composite bow now I'll be +2 on damage. 4 points over here. We've pretty much established I'm going to be persuasive because I'm going to be a leader. I want to be sneaky, and I want to have as much lore as possible because I'm a ranger. I'm not sure if I want to go splash a point in persuasion or trickery. Trickery helps me with camouflage. Locks, go for objects, creatures, and so on. I think it helps me with camouflaging too. So I have a point in everything now. Perception's always... oh, I don't have a point in religion. So I guess I should splash a point there or splash a point here. Let's see. Intelligence is the one that does this. Wisdom does this one. So I guess we'll take the point in the religion for right now. Just so I can have a chance to rolling all dice everywhere. Alright, next. So, Thunder Shot. Right. I don't know why I call it Thunder Shot and Wind Treader. They call them different things. It's the same thing. I'm up to 44 hit points, plus 11 lore on my nature. I didn't get any other abilities. I'm +6 in melee, +7 with my ranged. I do have +8, +8, +6 will, so I guess I'm okay there. Ooh, I have a spell. I can use 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 a spell. I can get spells as a ranger. I get 1 spell as a ranger. I could take Cure Light Wounds, Entangle, Hurricane Bow. Hurricane Bow makes me do more damage with my bow. Delay Poison is only 1 person. Resist Energy is only 1 person. Aspect of the Falcon lasts 1 minute per level. So it lasts for like 4 minutes. Or it's probably level, caster level, so it's probably lasts for a minute. +3 on perception, +1 on ranged attacks, and critical multiplier for bows becomes 19 to 20. That's nice. Light blades. Melee weapons become bigger, just like Hurricane Pound, they become bigger. Long Strider, +10 enhancement, space speed. Oh, it lasts for 1 hour. Ooh, that lets me move fast. Let's get out of difficult terrain. I want all these. Nature's Ally, a natural might. What am I going to do with a might? They aren't very strong. What should I put in there? Tangle sounds nice, but that was that trap that hit on us, and it lasts for 1 minute per level, so it'll last for a whole minute. Maybe slow people down. I don't think I need that right now. This would last for a minute and would give me some +1 to hit on my ranged attacks. This, 1 round per level. Rage or Fear, so if somebody comes after me, I can put this on... I can cast this on myself and get a +4 saving, or cast it on Val and she gets +4 saving. It lasts for a round. It's only 1 round per level, so I'm only a level 1 caster. I think that level is by your caster level. 1 minute per level. This would last a few rounds for me shooting. So I guess this would last for an hour and would let me really move. I think for now we'll take Aspect of the Falcon. I don't know what else to do. I want to check other people's spell books. Oh, she doesn't have spell book. He gets an extra spell at first level. Bless, remove fear. What to take in my... This maybe take a... Cure Lights can always be flipped over. I could take an Inflict Wounds so I could help her. Or Summon Monster. Haze of Dreams. 1 enemy. I'm starting better barrier. Helps his saving throws in his armor class. If it hits you, it gets stunned with a will save. It lasts for 4 rounds. I don't know. It's Doom Do. Subject. I don't know what to do here. Alright, do I get more spells at levels? I get another 2nd level spell too. It's only 1 creature. It's protection. I guess I'll take a Summon Monster 2 for him. And his 1st level spell will be... Only 1 creature. All enemies. So I guess we can try to go all enemies here. Bane? Doom is only one enemy. One enemy. All enemies within 30 feet of me. Take will saves. Counters and dispels their blasts. I guess I'll take a Bane. I don't know. I'll probably switch it. Jethale just gets uses per day. Alright, so that's that. So we're done. We're going to stop here. Need to put in a cut. Gone way too long here doing my level up. So, if you like what you see, hit the thumbs up button. If you really like what you see, go ahead and subscribe. Hit the notify button. And be notified when I upload videos and or schedule streams. Until we meet again, stay safe and bye-bye.